Hi everyone. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Unit 3, page 23. Read. Exercise 2. Read and listen to the text.
Minoe. Population 1. A very busy lady. Elsie Eiler is the mayor of Minoe, a tiny town in northern Nebraska, USA. But that isn't her only job. She is also the town clerk, the town treasurer, the librarian, and she works in the cafe. Why has she got a lot of different jobs? Because there's nobody else to do them. Minoe has got a population of 1. Elsie. Everybody has gone. Immigrants from Europe originally founded the town in 1902, but today nobody wants to live there. There are about 12 empty one-story wooden houses. In one house, there is still an abandoned piano. Most of the houses are in ruins and surrounded by a few trees, some old cars, and lots of junk. The town is completely silent. An old rusting yellow school bus, with no wheels or seats, stands next to the small school. The school closed 40 years ago. Opposite Elsie's cafe is an old building filled with rubbish. It was a shop, but it closed in the 1950s. Even the church has been closed since 1960. It was different in the past. Minoe was a thriving town in the 1930s. Then, the population was 150, mostly farmers and their families. There was a railway too. However, the farmers couldn't compete with the enormous industrialized farms. They left the town to look for other work. In 1971, the railway closed and the town began to die. 3 years ago, the last inhabitant, apart from Elsie and her husband, moved away. Then Elsie's husband died, and Elsie became the town's only inhabitant. Where are the jobs? Elsie's son and daughter migrated years ago to find work in bigger towns. The small farmers and businessmen can't make any money here, says Elsie. It is the same in other small towns in the region. Between 1996 and 2004, almost 500,000 people left the rural states of Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Iowa and went to live in big cities. Happy to be on her own. Now Elsie lives alone, but she isn't lonely. Her food is good, and farmers and truck drivers travel a long way to eat at her cafe. And the town is often visited by wild animals, such as deer. One day, Minoe will just be memories, and it will probably turn to dust, she says. But I like it here, and as long as I can take care of myself, I'll stay here.
Unit 3, page 25. Grammar. Exploit. Exercise 1. Listen and check.
Let's go to the cinema. There are some good films on this week.
I prefer being outside. Let's go mountain biking. Are there any hills near here?
No, there aren't.
Oh, well, maybe we could go for a walk in the countryside.
There isn't any countryside near here, but there are some interesting parts of town.
Great. Let's go and look at some traffic lights.
Don't be silly. There are some streets in the centre where there isn't any traffic. You just hate cities.
Unit 3, page 25. Grammar. Exploit. Exercise 2. Listen and check.
I live in a small village in the south of Ireland. There are a lot of old houses in the village, but there aren't many modern buildings. There are a few farms around the village. Everybody's got a car, so there is a little pollution, but much less than in the city. There isn't much entertainment, but there's a lot of beautiful scenery, and it's very peaceful. I love living here.
Unit 3, page 26. Vocabulary. Exercise 1. Listen and check. 1,
Hill,
2,
valley,
3,
wood,
4,
cottage,
5,
field,
6,
footpath,
7,
gate,
8,
hedge,
9,
stream,
10,
lane,
11,
advertisement,
12,
road sign,
13,
bus stop,
14,
post box,
15,
pedestrian crossing,
16,
pavement,
17,
traffic lights,
18,
street lamp,
19,
roadworks,
20.
rubbish bin.
Unit 3, page 26. Listen. Listen and mark the route on the map.
We walked across the field to the gate. We walked through the gate into the lane. We turned right and walked along the lane. We walked over a stream and past a cottage. Then we went over the river. We turned left onto a footpath. We walked over the river again. Then we walked along a footpath between two hedges. There was a small wood on our right. We came to a beautiful lake. We walked along the edge of the lake and stayed there the rest of the day.
Unit 3, page 29. Language skills. Exercise 1. Listen and check your answers.
You're keen on the theatre, aren't you, Sarah?
Yes, I am. Why?
Because we're going to Stratford-upon-Avon on Saturday. Do you want to come?
You mean you're going to Shakespeare's hometown? Of course I want to come.
Great! My mum and dad have got tickets for the theatre in the evening.
What time are you setting off?
At 10 o'clock in the morning. We want to see some of the historic buildings in the town.
Good. We can't miss Anne Hathaway's cottage.
Who was Anne Hathaway?
She was Shakespeare's wife. Her cottage is outside Stratford. They say it's really fascinating.
I'm sure my parents will want to see that. We're also going to wander along Henley Street.
Ah, yes. There are lots of ancient buildings in Henley Street, and it's very atmospheric, just like in Shakespeare's time.
Well, it has probably changed a bit, but I'm sure we'll have a good time.
Everyday English 3. Teacher's Book, page 106. Giving directions. Exercise 2. Read and listen to the dialogue.
Excuse me, is there a bank near here?
Yes, there's one in Churchill Road.
Can you tell me how to get there?
Go straight on and, let me see, turn right at the traffic lights, follow the road and turn right into Churchill Road. The bank is opposite the cafe.
Thanks.
Everyday English 3. Teacher's Book, page 106. Giving directions. Exercise 5. Listen to the dialogues. 1.
Turn left into West Street, take the second right and go to the end of the road. Turn left and it's, let me see, on the corner opposite the zoo.
2.
Go straight on. Take the third left. It's on the right, between the cinema and the swimming pool.
3.
Go straight on, take the first left and go to the end of the road. Turn left and it's at the end of the road.
4.
Go straight on. Take the first left, then the second right. It's on the right, between the police station and the supermarket.
5.
Go straight on, take the fourth left, then the first right. It's on the left.
Hi everyone. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel.